Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Lorraine 15551, the Tier 8 French SPG. It's located on the south spawn of Serene Coast, and this one is under the command of steve6027. Well, it seems that we've started the game, but we don't have any engine noises for the artillery, unfortunately. Yes, I'm afraid round about this time there were some program errors going through, and one of them actually caused this game to be recorded without any engine sound. But we do at least have the sound effects, if nothing else. Okay, well, Steve is now aiming towards the enemy artillery area. Yes, that's where they normally are. He's looking for Tracer to do some counter battery straight off the mark. No sign of the enemy yet. There are 3 enemy Arty in this game. We've got an M53, M55, an FP207, and a Lorraine 15551. Enemy TNH 105-1000 spotted on the peninsula. Lands near him. It's a Tier 10 game with Tier 8 tanks in it. Our fellow Arties in this game are a GW Tiger P and an M53, M55. Okay, next target, VK7201K. We're almost loaded. Lining up the shot, rounds out. That hit 271 hit points. Now, it's a 155mm howitzer. This Arty was designed in 1951, although it was never put into production. They actually did make a prototype, but the Lorraine 40-ton tank was cancelled. And that was the tank that was supposed to provide the hull for this Arty. They never went ahead and built it. Well, he's got a second hit on that VK for 104 this time. You know, the VK7201K, premium heavy tank with very heavy armor on the front of the vehicle, front mounted engine, rear mounted turret. Lining up the shot. Rounds out. Well, we just about saw that landed near the VK but didn't do any damage. Now, he's decided to have a quick look and see if he can spot the Tracer coming from the enemy Arty at all. No sign of them yet. Going back to the VK. Now, the arc's not very wide on this Arty. It's only 15 degrees either side, 30 in total. Well, managed to get critical hits and some stun. Standard reload time for this Arty is 28.76 seconds. But I think he's got that down to about 22, 23. Rounds out. Lands short. That's unfortunate. He's going straight back to this area. Now, I did hear a sound similar to an outgoing round, so I suspect that the enemy Arty is fairly near to that spot. In fact, we can now see tracers which seem to be coming from just north of the peninsula. So I think he was close to where the enemy Arty was located. Rounds out. Landed right alongside the 705, but it only gave him 64 hit points. It does make me think that the enemy, well, they're trying to get around the lake, on the lake side. That's not very safe, really, because we do have tanks the other side. Rounds out. TNH takes a round, direct hit for 205, and we're getting stun assist. Some nice amounts. Whoa! And the TNH 105 goes down. Yes, it's not safe to go around the inner side of the lake, and well, they're taking fire. 50 TP's decided to persist, and Steve is almost ready to shoot. Rounds out. This looks good. 144 hit points from that one. And he's gone. And loads of stun assist off that one, so that really did work. Now we're aiming for the Oho. This replay took place just after Christmas of this year. So you could say, or in fact actually of 2022 I should say. So you could say that this was an Oho ho ho ho. Yes, I know, it's a terrible joke. Okay, can he get a double? No, because the Oho goes down. So it's no ho ho. We're only one tank up on the enemy, but they are losing tanks on the peninsula. That 705 is persisting in trying to get round the lake, but he's now got the protection of the rocks, and that's what seems to be encouraging him to continue. Oh, those were direct hits. Steve's loaded. Rounds out. Another direct hit. 298 off this one, but he got rid of the stun straight away. In the meantime, in the village, we can see a leopard. Yeah, we can see the tracer coming from the enemy Arty. They appear to be coming from directly in the north now. 705, he's dialing in. Almost there. That guy's definitely stunned at the moment. Rounds out. And he gets stunned again. 86 hit points this time. We don't appear to have any tanks over on the west side of the map, which means that we're in danger at the moment, because if the enemy does decide to come around the west side, we could be spotted. Mind you, we are in one of the fastest Artys in the game. 60 kilometers an hour maximum speed. So if we need to, we could possibly retreat, even under fire. The good news is we do have a leopard nearby and a Gorilla 15, so they might be able to protect us. Alexa, stop. Dialing in on 705. Rounds out. No. Went over the top, but that shell appeared to hit, so somebody else got a shot into him. In the meantime, we've got an ISU-152. Well, he was making almost a suicidal run towards those wrecks. We've got a lot of tanks and some Arty actually on the end of the peninsula. And the 705 finally goes down to our T95, our Doom Turtle. Meanwhile, we're dialing in on the ISU-152. Only stun. And he's waiting to ambush that Panzerkampfwagen 7, who's coming around the corner. He's side-scraping the wrong way, and oh my god, that Panzerkampfwagen 7 got hit twice by Arty, one after the other. But the ISU-152 does go down. Now, it did look like one of the Arty shells came from slightly further to the north from here. He thinks there's one over here. There might be one in this general vicinity, but I think the other two are actually much further to the north. Looking for tracer. I have a feeling that there might be one in that little copse over to the right. We're only 2 up on the enemy, and I don't have a time left for the battle, because unfortunately I can't. That didn't come up. That's another of those program faults that Wargaming came up with. It is the right client, and it is actually a Virgin client. No mods to upset it, but I'm afraid Wargaming really did muck up this client number. Going for the Leopard 1. Rounds out. That was a direct hit. That was right on target. With the 680 Alpha, he's probably done a fair bit of damage to that Leopard. Yes, I think the enemy Arty is around here. In fact, other people are starting to indicate this area. The VK4502B thinks it's up here as well. I'm pretty sure one of the enemy Arty is on the north edge of the map. Somewhere in that vicinity. Yes, there he is. Slightly further back. Rounds out. That was close, but he's a little further back than that. Okay, the Leopard 1. That's the one that he hit with a direct hit. They don't have any other Leopard 1s, so he did get some hit points of damage. And a Striv 103B has been spotted. That's a good target. Just saw the tracer from the enemy Arty. Trying to guess where he is. Going for the Leopard 1 again. Rounds out. Looks good. Lands short. Was fully dialed in. It should have gone over the rock, but RNG said, nope, you're not getting that one. And he goes down to the SU-130 PM. So we're now looking for that Striv 103B. Our guy's going to get closer. They're going to spot him. There's still 8 tanks out there. Well, the Borsig's been spotted and the Striv as well. Striv's relocating, rounds out and close, but no moniker. Okay, loaded. Rounds out. Well, we got some stun. And the 430's going in to do some really serious damage to the 263. And got him. We didn't get the stun assist. Well, we did get some stun assist, but not a lot. There's the Lorraine. He was one of them in the vicinity. Oh, he's gone. He was taken out by the M53, M55. We're going for the Striv 103. Got a direct hit. It was right alongside the wreck. Up to the north, we've got the Emil 2 coming in from the west. We might need to relocate now. But in the meantime, he's going to fire his last shot at the Borsig, who's gone. So we're going after this Emil again. Almost loaded. Rounds out. Lands in his path. But we do have to move now. Absolutely have to get out of here. You can see the maple leaf on the sides of the vehicles. Yes, steve6027 is a Canadian. It's unfortunate we just don't have sound for the engines, but Wargaming really did muck up the programming. We didn't note to them. We told them straight away that there was a problem. Replays just weren't getting any sound. And even if you tried to replay them and start them from the beginning, it was a problem. Striv 103B. Rounds out. Oh, he went. He was just taken out by the Doom Turtle. And there's the FP207. It was a little further away from the point that we actually aimed at. And we're going to spot that Emil very shortly. Just waiting for the reload. He's very low on hit points now. Rounds out. Oh, the kill shot came in before we fired, and we are being fired on. Ooh, took a big hit from the Emil. Took out our commander. We're running for our lives. The Emil on our team is an AFK. Now, will the Emil 2 follow him or try to kill us? Crossing the railway line. Well, he's loaded. He's going in for a shotgun. I think he's been distracted, and we've won because we capped the base. Here's the end of battle results, and that was an ace tanker game for steve6027 in the Lorraine 155 mle.51. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 6, And he got a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team, at least 6 tanks subsequently taken up by other teammates. And if we look at the team score, we can see he didn't get the highest damage in this game. No, that went to the Strip 103B on the enemy team. 5,056 hit points of damage to him. Second highest damage was Leopard 1 on our team, 2,910. And the third highest damage, well, that went to our M53, M55 with 2,519 hit points of damage. We can see that Steve managed 2,221. There was only one player on the enemy team, so more than him. And there were 4 members of his own team, which places him in 6th place on damage. When it comes to kills, it was actually shared between the Leopard 1, the T95, and the M53, M55. They all got 3 kills apiece. 2 kills went to the Object 430 and to the Borsig on the enemy team, and then the rest had 1 kill or nothing. And Steve didn't get any kills at all, but that helped him with the Confederate. And when it came to base XP, Steve was right at the top with 1,140. 1,108 went to the GW Tiger P, and 1,049 went to the Panzerkampfwagen 7. He fired 25 rounds in the game, 9 direct hits on the enemy, but none of them penetrated. 18 splash, damage of 2,221 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He did receive 1 hit. It was a penetrating shot. He did lose some hit points to that Emil 2, but the Emil, well, I think he was actually confused about that Emil 1 that he saw near our cap area, and that's why he didn't try to wipe Steve out when he could have, and instead he stopped for a moment. It must have held him back, and Steve actually reloaded. He was going to go in and try and shotgun the enemy Emil, but before that could happen, the game ended from a cap. 8 enemy vehicles were damaged, none were killed, 2,959 hit points of stun assist off 18 stuns. Now, he actually made a loss in this game of 4,258 credits, and that's mainly down to the fact that he did have a large ammunition cost, well, large number of shots fired, and he did have to repair his vehicle as well. And, well, overall, it's a small amount to pay on a free-to-play account. And he also got 2,280 experience points as well, so at least he got something out of the game. So that's the first battle. Let's have a look at the second one. In the second replay, we've got the sound back, and we can see that steve6027 is located on the north spawn of Malinovka. Caught me out for a second there. Game on. Yes, Wargaming finally fixed their programming, and we got sound back for the engines. It actually did have sound when they were recorded. It's just the replays wouldn't play the sound for the engines unless you managed to get a Virgin client and could restart the game. Then it worked, but only sometimes. Okay, he's picked a spot between the trees, and he's looking downrange for a target. Oh, he's found one straight away, a Hawk 12, trying to get up to that bush. But in fact, he looks like he's going for the ramp, and the shell went right over the top of him, so he's going to have to relocate. Yeah, it looks like that Hawk is going to get onto the ramp, and that's bad news, because once he's on the ramp, he can spot our guys as they're going up the hill and let the enemy know exactly where they are. Well, we're aiming for an M48 Ram Panzer, who's hiding behind that rock. There he is. Fires the round in. Doesn't let us see what actually happened, so we'll roll that back again. He's very hot on the counter battery, so he doesn't want to stick around. So as I said, we'll take control of the camera so we can see what actually happens, even if he's not looking. Rounds out. We actually got a direct hit on the Ram Panzer with that one. 235 hit points. And he's changed his aim. Oh, he's going over to the field area now. There's a barrage scene there, and we've got a Super Pershing going up on the ramp. And he's lined up. Rounds out. And he's changing position straight away. There are two enemy Arty. They've got a school bus and an M53, M55. He's gone straight back to that Rampanzer again. But he sees a Cobra, and I think he wants to get that Cobra. Dialing in. Rounds out. Changes his position. Well, it did actually, looks like it went through the window. At least the shell may have actually just got inside. If that happened, then he definitely would have damaged the Cobra. He's going for that Rampanzer again. Who's just taken a big hit. If he backs up, he's going to go right into the shell. He does. Oh, but the shell goes over the top of him, explodes nearby, and he only got some stun, I think, out of that one. Change position again. Lining up the shot. Rounds out. Well, 111 hit points. It means that the Rampanzer is now one shot. And it looks like his teammates are knocking the trees down to provide cover for their tank destroyers. He's going back to the Rampanzer because the splash kill will take him out now. But he likes the Borsig even more. So he fires a round in. And yet again, I didn't catch that, so we'll run that back. Okay. Yes, he sees that Rampanzer. And then he sees the Borsig and says, oh, that's juicy, rounds out. Oh, it was nearby, 232. It wasn't a direct hit like the Rampanzer was. He's staying on target. The Batchat 155-55 on our team is firing in the same direction. Standard reload is 26, I think. No, 28.76 seconds. He's got 23.17. Okay, switching targets. He's found a T92, making a quick run by the lake. Lining up shots, fires it in. Oh my gum, he actually set him alight. Let's watch that again, because I didn't have control of the camera. Sorry, I'm having to rewind all of these shots, but I know that you want to actually see the damage done. And when he keeps relocating after taking a shot, you miss out on seeing what he actually did. Fires the round in. Oh, direct hit! And a fire. And he goes down immediately afterwards to the Type 61. Going back to the Rampanzer again, or is that the Borsig? It's the Borsig. Not the Borsig, It is the Borsig, sorry. Fires the round in, doesn't get anything off that one. Okay, we've got two enemy tanks up by the windmill. The Jagdpat Tiger has got heavy armor at the front. Lining up the shot. Rounds out. Goes long. I don't think he got anything off that one at all. Well, the Jagd Tiger did go down, but it went down to the Scorpion G. Dialing in on the BK7501. Sees a T28 now. Not fully dialed in yet. Rounds out. Oh, it did hit. 258. Looks like he hit the sign. And he's getting loads of stun assists, so other shots have definitely hit the guy. So he was probably damaged. There's the Rampanzer. Oh, he's hiding in that little area where the Cobra was. And we know that we can land shells in that area. So, rounds out. And he gets the kill. The Rampanzer was in there when it went off. Yes, he's now a wreck. Okay, so that's the first kill for Steve. That Hawk 12 did get to the ramp eventually. We're looking for the T-28. Fires the round in. Oh my God, he just killed the T-28. We'll go back and see that one again because it was a blind shot. He lines the shot up. I didn't take it to free camera because I thought that he probably wouldn't get a kill, but he was trying to just warn or get the enemy to move away. But look at that, the shell went long and the T-28 was right at the end of it. And in fact, actually, it shows that it hit the T-28 while it was up on the ramp. BK7501K. Rounds out. Oh, that's beautiful. Another kill. 3 kills now for Steve. He's now the lead scorer on his team. The Super Pershing still on the ramp, even though his teammate got annihilated on that spot. He's adjusting his aim. Rounds out. I don't know if that was near or not, but seeing as the Super Pershing was hanging back at the base of the hill, that probably did damage him. Now we just received a hit from the school bus. The SU-14-2 did fire something in our direction, so he did get spotted. And I suppose that validates his moving after each shot to avoid counter battery. So it looks like there's a lot of counter battery on the NA server. There's the E75. He adjusts his aim. Rounds out. Direct hit. 177. Changes position. Backs away. Now he's dialing in on that position because that's the last spot where we saw the E75. We're still waiting for one of our teammates to spot him for us. The nearest tank is the Shrek, but he's not really moving up to spot them. In the meantime, we can see the Cobra other side of the battlefield. Looks like he's going to try and splash the Cobra. Lining it up. See where the fall of shot is, that little dot. That should be where the shell lands. It did get some damage, 136. It all counts. We're running short on time. Only 1/3 of the battle left. Cobra did take some damage from another splash. The Shrek has moved up onto the top of the hill, and now we can see where the E75 is. So we'll see if we can land a shell. That sounded like enemy Arty. And now we've got an enemy Shrek there. Oh, 253 hit points. We didn't see the hit. I'll take control of the camera next time. Shrek's hiding behind the bushes, trying to stop the enemy from getting close. Okay, we're adjusting the aim. Fire, snap. Yes, he gets him. 241 hit points this time. Our Scorpion could move up. He's got virtually all of his hit points still. I think there's too many players sitting at the back not doing anything. And that was the enemy Arty. Well, yes, that proves why you have to keep changing your position on the NA server, because otherwise the enemy Arty will get you. Some of them do a lot of counter battery. Going back to the Shrek. Now he's still got 274 hit points, so we could take him out with one round. Right place, rounds out. Well, it was close, very close. We'll see that one again because, again, I failed to go to free cam. He lines it up, lets it settle. Rounds out. Yes! 261. It's at times like this where the Scorpion G and the Shrek, and the Barras for that matter, could move further north to try and get rid of those guys up on top of the hill. We've also got a Skoda T56 and a Borsig sitting around the north edge of the field, not doing anything. Okay, here we go. E75, rounds out. Direct hit, 222. You can see that steve6027 is doing a lot of work. He's got 3,084 hit points of actual damage, 938 for stun assist. Unfortunately, his teammates are letting him down, and there's only, under 3 minutes left in this game. And there's still 8 enemy tanks out there, and the scores are basically even. We have less hit points than the enemy as well. So, not good. It seems like the Arty are doing all the work in this game. We did lose our batch at 155-55 teammate. Obviously, he got counter-batteried. E75 again. We did lose the Shrek. Nope. He did take some damage, but not from us. And enemy Arty firing in. Not close to us, though. So he's obviously guessing as to where we are. E75 still coming on. Probably not going to get this shot unless he goes past the... Oh, he has gone past the wrecked church. The Barask is moving to a better position to stop the E75. The enemy's making a concerted effort to try and win this game. Finally, the Scorpion gets off his derriere and starts moving. He's left a bit late. Too many campers in this game. They've left Arty to do all the work, and I'm afraid it means it's more than likely going to end up as a draw. Okay, one enemy has been spotted. It's the Cobra. He's trying to win the game, at the very least. Even if his teammates are not doing that. Nope, didn't get anything off that. And we can hear the enemy Arty coming in. Oh, that was very accurate as well. So they do know where we are. They are working on it. But we're under 1 minute now. And I think this is definitely going to be a draw. At the most we're likely to get is the Cobra. Well, it's a nice hit, and he goes down, taken out by the Borsig on our team. Or was it? No, it's the Barask on our team, sorry. Down to 20 seconds now. All that Steve can do now is try and pick up a few more hit points. Oh, a lovely penetrating shot on the SU-130. 836 off that one. That's a high roll. But it is a draw. Well, it certainly seemed that the enemy team was trying to win at the end, but unfortunately for them, they were falling as they were trying to get into our enemy area, into our area. That was an ace tanker game for steve6027 in the Lorraine 155 mle.51. He also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 14. A gauze medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And yes, he did get a high caliber for dealing the most damage in that game overall, which shows that he was doing all the hard work and the rest of his team were just sitting around, well, picking off the tanks that they could see. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he definitely got the highest damage because he got 4,337 hit points of damage. The next highest scorer was the Scorpion, who managed 4,046. And the third highest damage in this game went to the Borsig on the enemy team, 2,590. When it came to kills, it was the Batchat Barask on our team got 4 kills. 3 kills went to Steve, and 2 kills went to the Scorpion and the Type 61. So I shouldn't be too critical of that Scorpion. That's the guy who was sitting camping at the back, because he was actually getting damage on the enemy. And in third on base XP, it's Steve who wins on this one. 816 to him, 724 to the Barask, and 654 went to the Scorpion. He fired 27 rounds, got 12 direct hits on the enemy, 2 penetrating shots, and 22 splash damage of 4,337 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He did receive 1 hit by way of splash damage. That came in from the SU-14 too. And yes, it was a lot of counter battery coming in, and some of them were very good. They were exactly placed where in the right spot. But unfortunately for them, Steve had already moved by the time they fired the shot in. I can see why he counter batteries and moved straight away. 9 enemy vehicles were damaged, 3 were killed, 1,608 hit points of stun assist off 20 stuns. Now, on a free-to-play account, he actually made a loss on this game, 12,846 credits. He did have consumables. That's mainly where it actually cost him on this game. And he also got the Achievements Award because, of course, he got Epic medals, or Battle Hero medals, rather, and he got Epic and Battle Hero medals in a losing or drawn game. This was a draw. He also picked up 1,293 XP as well from this game. So at least he came out ahead on XP in both games. So I hope you enjoyed both those replays in the Lorraine. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.